It's the Daily Go Getimism Show, late night, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I mean 2 o'clock in the morning is 2:02. But nonetheless, we're going to get this thing popping. This is Sun 752, a.k.a. Omar with the rrr. And this is Monday night for all practical purposes. It's kind of like, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it's kind of like Tuesday. But since we didn't do a show on Monday, and for us, it's Monday night. Tonight, we're going to talk about scam likely, lying probably. Scam likely, lying probably. Tonight, we're going to do something for the people. Tonight, we're going to talk about internet scammers, frauds, catfishers, people who call your phone and make you offers or contact you in your inboxes and pretend to be somebody else or something else, kind of prey on people's desires and curiosity and things like that. And it's not hard to get caught up in that. And if you don't school them, your loved ones may get caught up in this thing too. It's not hard to do. One thing about the internet is that the internet is sort of like, it's like going to Walmart. You're going to find something that you want. You're going to find something that you like, going to find something that you want. And guess what? It's going to be at the price that you want it to be, or that you need it to be, or that you can afford it. And because of that fact of the way that it's set up, it's easy. It's easy peasy for you to get caught up and be taken to a place where you don't want to be taken, and have you caught out there in ways that you don't want to be caught out there. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm glad that y'all coming out here to rock with me. I know it's late, but listen, we do it late, but we do it great. And we're going to be doing it late every day this week anyway, because, my work schedule permits exactly for that to happen. But we got a goodie for y'all tonight. Scam likely, lying probably. Scam likely, lying probably. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shit. I knew I was moving too fast. But you know what? I can still do it. I think. Let me see what I can do. It doesn't have anything to do with y'all. I wrote this show up in a certain type of way, and I forgot to put some information on there. And I'm going to see if there's any way that I can, make a little comeback when it comes to it. I'll do it later. Listen, it's a Daily Go Getimism Show. Scam likely, lying probably. Now we're gonna talk about a bunch of internet scams and how people get caught up in internet scams and lose money, lose their social media pages and things like that. Some people have paid for things that they didn't want to pay for. Some people have gotten viruses on their computers, and that can cause you to lose money, because if you get a virus on your computer and somebody has implemented a way to be able to spy on your computer, they can get all of your credit card information if you have that stored on there. They call it a PC for a reason. It's a personal computer. So it's supposed to be a place where you can store your personal information, even your personal financial information. So to not be able to use it for that purpose is really not fair. But the internet is not a fair place. Y'all know. Now, if you're somebody who has ever been contacted by an internet scammer, pretending to be somebody else, because a lot of ways that they get people to give them information about themselves is that they pretend to be somebody else. And the thing is, whatever page that they are emulating, they have stolen from somewhere else. So it just keeps rolling over and rolling over. They stole somebody else's pages by pretending to be somebody else, and they gave them that information. And one of the easiest ways that they get people to give them their information is to offer them money. If you've ever gotten a message in your inbox from somebody that was in your friends list, on your friends list, or that was following you or whatever, and you may have thought that it was the person, the real person whose name that was on the profile, but what it could have been was a duplicate profile. So, these internet scammers, they will go to people's public pages and copy some of their pictures and personal information and just make a fake account and pretend that they have made a new account with those. The way they do it is pretty weak because they don't normally copy a lot of the pictures. They just copy a few of them, enough of them to be able to work another profile to be convincing enough. And if you don't know the internet well, and you don't understand this whole scamming thing, then you won't know. You're thinking that your friend is sending you a message in your inbox, and it normally starts off with "Hey" or "What's up" or "Hello," and they just keep going from there. If you really know the person personally, you're probably asking questions like, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. It's good to hear from you. What's going on?" Now they know they got you because you're participating. Now I'm going to tell you some techniques on how to thwart their efforts to try to scam you, and I'm going to show you how to thwart their efforts to try to scam you by pretending that there's somebody else. If somebody comes into your inbox and they are saying that they want to send you some money, so they're asking what your Cash App is, because that's how they get you. Many people are down on their luck and they figure, well, this person is somebody that I know and they're offering to send me some money on my Cash App. So what do? You give up the Cash App. If you don't know, if you're ignorant to this game, if you don't know how it goes, yeah, sure, you give them your Cash App. You figure giving them my Cash App is not going to do anything. But see, what you may not know is that when you give them your Cash App, then more responsibility is going to come after that. Because normally you would just give somebody your Cash App, give them your Cash App tag, and they would just put the money in there. But that's not the way it works with an internet scammer. With an internet scammer, they're going to ask for your Cash App tag, and then they're going to ask you to go to your email and sign this confirmation in order to get the money. This is where you have to really, really be careful, because what you're really signing is confirmation for them to go in your email account associated with your social media account, so they can take over your social media account. Next thing you know, they're going to change the password on your social media account and lock you out of your social media account, and they got your permission to do it. So by the time that Facebook or Instagram sends you a notification that they have that somebody has tried to change your password or given them permission to change around some information on your account, it's already too late, because you yourself have given confirmation. So they switch the email and they switch the password. Now, sometimes you can get your account back, but most of the time, because Facebook doesn't have anybody that you can talk to directly, you have to email them, and they take forever to get back to you. They don't investigate hard enough. Instagram is even worse than Facebook, even though Instagram is owned by Facebook, but it just doesn't work out as well. So you wind up losing your account. Now, let me show you what you should have done. What you should have done is, whenever somebody comes in your inbox and asks you, to send some money or whatever, ask them why they're sending you the money. Now, what they're going to say is, "Hey, I just want to bless you." I just want to bless you, or I just want to, I just want to share my wealth or something like that. It's going to sound very altruistic or whatever. Now, just ask them, okay, well, ask them what, if you want to play around with them. I can give you the shortcut. Tell you what, I'm going to give you the shortcut, and I'm going to show you how to play around with them if you want to play around with them. Let me give you the shortcut first, because I don't want to see anybody's account get taken or anybody, potentially lose any money or anything like that. Ask them to call you on the telephone. Ask them to call you on the telephone, because more than likely they are a member of the opposite sex offering to send you some money. So ask them to call you. Because I hate to stereotype it like this, but they're more than likely some African on the other behind that profile. If you look at the way they write, it's never grammatically corrected. You can always tell that whoever wrote this either didn't go to school or they're from another country, because the English is very broken in the way that they write it. Ask them to call you. If it's Facebook, they can call you on Facebook. But better yet, ask them to video call. Yeah, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I haven't seen you. I want to see your beautiful face, man. Your handsome face. Whatever. Ask them to video chat. Now, they're more than willing to go back and forth with you, to try to get your Cash App tags and to get you to try to sign off on your email and all of that kind of stuff. Ask them to video chat, because that gets rid of them quick, because they can't video chat because it's not the person whose profile that they are pretending to be. So there's not going to be any video chat. Sometimes if you ask them to video chat, they will show you a short video of the person who on the profile doing something, but you're not going to get any conversation back and forth. They can't do that. There's no way for them to be able to do that. So yeah, ask them to video chat, and that will get them out of here with the quickness. Now, I know a lot of you don't want to FaceTime and video chat and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, what if I'm home and I'm undressed? Don't worry, because they're not going to video chat with you. They're not going to do it. They can't. They can't. They're pretending to be some beautiful woman on the internet, but they're a man, or they're pretending to be a white man and they're black, African, or they're pretending to be a black American and they're African, and the accent is going to come all the way out. But that's an easy way to get them on up out of here. Because if they won't video chat with you, the first thing that you need to do is go ahead and block them from being able to contact you. Block them. Don't try to unfriend them, because they're still able to hang around, get your pictures, get some of your personal information to be able to make a clone account. Well, I shouldn't say clone account, but make a fake account with a fake profile of your likeness and your information, and it will be very convincing to some people who don't know how this thing works. Ask them to video chat, and that will get them out of your hair. Now, that's the fastest way. If you want to play around with them a little bit, because you already know that it's a fake profile, you're not going to give up any of your personal information anyway. You can first ask them to audio call you, or ask them what their Cash App is, and you can pretend that you ran their Cash App and it says that it's a scam. They're going to block you after that. One thing about them is that when you start asking too many questions, they get on up out of there, because they don't have the answers. They're trying to get people who do not know what's going on and who will more than likely just go along with things. Now, here's the other thing. Since we're talking about scammers, now that's how people lose their account, their Facebook accounts, their Instagram accounts, or whatever. because they you know, a lot of people are down for some free cash. So the cash is like the carrot dangling in front of the mule to get him to walk. That's how you know, if you want to catch a stray animal, feed them, leave some food for them. They may not come to you while you're there, but they'll come when you're back. I mean, they'll come when you're out of sight because they think it's safe. It's the same thing with human beings. So that whole Cash App thing, I mean, honestly, I don't think that Cash App is a good app to use at all because they don't have security protocols in place. They've started to get some security. It ain't safe enough for me. Too many people already lost too much money from Cash App. You know, they can never redeem themselves in my eyes, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it's still a way for you to wire money really, really fast and cheap, and you know, and that's the way of the world. So that's the social media part of it. By the way, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feel like real men and women should also. Tonight we're talking about scam likely, lying probably. Now, some people get really offended about this whole scamming thing, about people lying to them, people trying to steal from them. Listen, it's not anything to get upset about, but it is something for you to arm yourself against. You don't have to get upset about it, but you should arm yourself. You should ensure yourself that you will not be made to be a mark out there, that you will not be scammed like a sucker. So, you know, when they start asking for your Cash App tags, saying that they're going to send you money, and they have all of these testimonies of people saying that, yeah, they sent me this money, and all of those are fake Photoshop pictures where they have taken somebody's likeness and put it with the money that they supposedly got from Cash App, and that's why the pictures all look the same. The same pictures of the same money. They just recycle them or cycle them through the same old scammers. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like a whole community of scammers that get together and figure out ways to be able to steal money from the public, because they don't know you and they don't care. They figure if you had enough money to put up for a gamble like that, then you can afford it, even if you were supposed to be the one that was receiving money. So they don't have any problem preying on people who don't even have a lot of money. They don't care. So you have to educate yourself, and that's what we're going to do a little bit tonight. All right, so the other thing is computer viruses. You may go on your computer, if you still have a computer, a desktop or a laptop or whatever, and sometimes you may go to a website. You may go to a website that is questionable, and next thing you know, it pops up like a what do you call it? What's the thing that a virus protection thing comes up on your computer, and it seems like it's checking your files to see how many viruses or worms or what are other things that they call them, cookies and all of those kinds of things are on your computer, and it's going to say, you know, your computer has viruses or whatever. Next thing you know, they'll either tell you to click on that or they'll tell you to call a number, or sometimes they will call you because they have your personal information. So they will call you and tell you, oh yeah, sometimes they'll pretend to be Microsoft. They'll pretend to be Microsoft. This is such and such from Microsoft and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Microsoft doesn't call people. Let me just tell you that. Microsoft doesn't call people. But this is a way for internet scammers to get your personal information. Sometimes it's to get you to give your credit card numbers. If they can get you to give your credit card numbers, they can. Sometimes they may make a purchase that you didn't want to purchase because they can give you credit that you otherwise wouldn't have. Or they can put you in a credit account that you wouldn't have otherwise tried to have gotten for yourself. Oh yeah, it's messy out there. It's messy out there in the internet world, and it can be a real nuisance, an inconvenience, and sometimes you may feel like it's just a dishonest world out there, and it's just not right. You know, why don't people just tell the truth? Why are people always trying to steal from each other? Why do people do things this way? Don't get upset. Get educated. Don't get upset. Get educated. So when they're telling you that you have so many viruses on your computer and you need to buy this virus protection tool that will scan your computer for viruses and all kinds of stuff. And it's all BS. It's all bullshit. All of it. The whole thing is all bullshit. But they will get your credit card information. The goal is to get your credit card information. That is the number one chief objective. They want to get your credit card information. So if somebody calls you and tells you that they are from Microsoft, ask them for their Microsoft ID. They can't give you that. If you want to, you can just ask them, okay, well, what city are you calling from? They really can't answer the question. But when you have them on the phone, they're going to try as hard as possible to sound like they know what they're talking about and that they speak the same language as you. And it's just not a fact. So if somebody tells you that you have viruses on your computer and you need to buy this virus scan tool with virus protection, and it's not a virus protection that you've ever heard of, like Norton or McAfee or anything like that, don't do it. Don't do it. They're just trying to find a way to get your credit card information. If they can get your credit card information, then it's a win-win-win for them. Win-win-win-win-win. And you want to make sure that they lose. The internet. The internet is cruel. It's a cruel place. It's a cruel summer. Winter, spring, and fall, baby. Cruel winter, spring, and fall, and summer. Cruel winter, spring, and summer. All right. Now, we talked about how to protect yourself against would-be scammers, fake profile. I'm going to talk for a second about catfishing. Catfishing! People who pretend to be somebody that they're not online. Now, this is a little different than people coming in your inbox and, you know, trying to get your personal information from Cash App or whatever so they can steal money otherwise. See, if they can get your Cash App information, there's a good chance that they can get your bank information that may be linked to your Cash App, and you will lose all your money. Okay. But catfishing is when somebody pretends to be someone else online for the purposes of romantic involvement. So they may have a profile of a beautiful woman as the profile picture, and maybe even in the photos, but it's not that. It may be a woman whose account it is, but it's not the woman on that picture, on that profile picture, or in any other pictures. So there are a lot of different ways to encounter somebody who's catfishing, and a lot of times you'll find people who are catfishing on dating sites online. On dating sites online. So they have a picture of somebody that you're probably attracted to, and they may try to contact you, or you may even tried to contact them, in the case where it may have been a new follow or a new friend request or something like that. People have talked for months and even years thinking that they were talking to somebody who looks like one thing, but it was really a person who looks like another thing. The thing about somebody catfishing you is, once you find out about it, it makes you feel really, really bad, really, really stupid. And it's not that you're any of those things. It's just that you were looking for love. They seemed that like they were giving it to you. But there's always going to be an excuse about how come they can't video chat. They are another one who they can't video chat. But if you notice on those accounts, many of the pictures that they use are modeling accounts. They're models. You want to play around with them? Because a lot of times they ask for your picture. You know why they ask you for your picture? So they can make a fake profile a lot of times. So they can make a fake profile a lot of times and use a picture that's not in your regular photos. So it's going to lend credibility to the source. Okay. Ask to see their photo. But ask them to do something in a photo that they can't do. Like, they're going to send you photos, pictures. They're going to ask you for your pictures. Can you send me a picture of yourself? And you can ask them, like, why don't you see my profile picture? What do you need a picture of me for? And they're going to say something like, I want a picture of my own of you because you're so handsome or you're so beautiful or something like that. They're going to try to gas you up, hype you up. Ask them to send you a picture first. And tell them that you want them to send you a picture with your finger on your nose. Because they can't do that. They're working with a certain set of pictures that they're going to try to fool you with. So ask them to send you a picture with their finger on their nose, on their nose, or another picture where they would have to take the picture from your commands. Hold on. Chain caught up in a piece. It's really stuck in there too. Okay. Did I get that? No. But yeah. So we'll tell them, send me a picture with your hand on your head. The thing is, with catfishers, they can't video chat because they're not who they say they are. They're not who they say they are. So they're going to try to avoid, video chatting with you or anything like that because it's just not possible for them to do it. They can't video chat. It's not really them. People have been catfished, drove hours to meet up with people only to find out that wasn't the person, or that there was no person at all. So like you drove 3 hours to go see somebody who's not there. And tragically, some people have even been because of catfishing. Catfishing is terrible because they play on your desires, they play on your affections, they prey on your desire to find somebody that you can relate to. More than likely, you're vibing with the person that's catfishing you, but not through video because they can't do that. But maybe through audio, they can talk to you on the phone, but they'll lie and say things like the camera on their phone is broke and they're waiting to get it fixed, or that they live in a bad area that won't allow them to video chat. There's no such place. Not on Earth. Not on Earth. Yeah. The catfishing thing. The longer catfishing goes on, the more resentful you're going to feel about having being sent put in that position. That's the longer it goes. So if it goes on for a month, if it goes on for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, yeah, you're going to really resent the person who did it to you for good reason. For good reason. But how do you feel about people who catfish? How do you feel about people who lie to you regularly? You know? Like people out here scamming, you may look at it like that's just the way the world goes. But what about the people? What about the people that you may know who just lie to you to get what they want, to get their way, or to make you think a certain kind of way about somebody else, whether it's slander or whether it's propaganda, or whether it's just straight up lying rumor. What do you think about people who lie in order to do those things? Like maybe somebody is very possessive over you and they want to be your only friend. So they lie and tell somebody that, well, no, they lie and tell you that somebody else isn't being on the level with you, or they're not being honest with you. Let me tell y'all something, man. The way that the devil wins is that he convinces the angels. He convinces you that the angels are lying or that they're against you. That's how the devil wins. That's why anybody who is devilish always spreads rumors, tells lies, and plays sides. Because that's the only way they're going to win. That's the only way they're going to win. Yeah, but does that offend you? Does it offend you when people lie to you, to get things out of you, or to get a rise out of you? Does it offend you? Hopefully it doesn't. But if it does, I understand. But you can fight against that. Now, hopefully you don't fight against it by assuming that everybody is a liar, everybody is dishonest, nobody is trustworthy. Hopefully it doesn't turn you into that kind of person, because it can, and I don't want to see that happen to you or anybody else. Let's do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people who were born on this glorious February 13th, and February 12th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them. Making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T, they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T, they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T, they get number one out the box, my mama. My mom's birthday is February 12th, and hope that for the rest of her life she's in good health. I said my mama's birthday is on February 12th, and I hope for the rest of life that she's in good health. And also my big sister, they born on the same day, and I say, hey. I say, hey. Happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday to my big sis, Darby Dita McIntyre Guy. And I hope that y'all all live long and live strong. Also, about Billions turning 52 years old today. And also Danielle Quack Phillips. Happy birthday to you. And Shyrose Jamal, happy birthday to you. And also Renee Artist, happy birthday to you. And Stephanie Janika Florival Georges, happy birthday to you. And also Rosanna Garcia, turning 30 years old today. And let me try this. Nabalira Esther, turning 39 years old today. And Robin Henry, happy birthday to you. And Carolina Patrona, turning 35 years old today. And James Jones, turning 49 years old today. And Uriel Charles, happy birthday. And also Vinya Cooper, turning 57 years old today. And also my girl Amy McCullough, happy birthday to you. Last but not least, last but not least, I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious February 12th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. Scam likely, lying probably. Scam likely, lying probably. People going live even if they don't get high. They just trying to get a couple of dollars to get by. Just to get by, like my man used to say on the record. But yo, rewind this and check it. You gotta check your ID because they might not be who they say they are. But get your eyes see something that's coming across the screen. But you gotta grow up and make sure that the scene is clean. You gotta educate yourself to make sure you don't lose your wealth, because they out here and they got their agenda, and I'm not trying to see you get caught, but there's a lot of scammers out here and they trying to catch you for the things that you bought, and you don't want to buy a chance to be a sucker. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, them mother peace to infinite discernment. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody who came through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show. So I'm going to show y'all that I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. But I'm going to say holla, and I'm going to say peace. And I get back. Peace. All right, y'all. One love.